Are we good? Let's go.
What's up? What's up? Is it recording?
Yeah, recording.
All right.
Season finale.
Boom.
Boom.
Week 20. We're
20. We did week 19 and 20.
19 and 20.
And Payday.
6 Payday.
Alright. So, did we do it? I mean,
close. I mean, go ahead.
November isn't over yet.
It isn't. I think let's break down kind of the numbers. I think you got the numbers pretty quick. For me, I didn't make the numbers, but I did still get to maintain my freedom lifestyle, and I did get to start earning some consistent income, which was what I needed.
Why don't we recap saying, like, what was your goal first?
Okay.
Coming into this.
Good point.
Let's talk about our initial mission statement.
Yes. Okay. So initially, my mission statement was, my goal for 6K Payday was really to get stable income and to still maintain a freedom lifestyle, to do, a flexible schedule, do what I want when I want. But really, it was also, I was kind of leaning towards that stable, secure income too.
And tell us about your journey. You had a lot of jobs during these 20 weeks.
Yeah, and also another big thing was doing something that I enjoyed. Okay. Something that was kind of different, like instead of the 9 to 5. So I've kind of evolved through the stages of my job searches. Let's see, I guess
let's go back to week 1. What was going on during there? What's going on during week 5, week 10? Okay,
so in the beginning, I was only doing real estate at that time.
Yeah.
Right, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was hoping for something that was gonna be more stable. I was on Craigslist a lot. And then in the middle, like I would say week 5 to week 10, I started to interview at places, and then I got that job at what's that company? The IT company, the ones I was on the phone, telemarketing. I was doing the telemarketing, and I did that for a little bit, and that quickly went away. And then I continued, and then I had opportunities from different sales positions, but also the one that really caught my eye was this Eat, Love, Stay, and I was working with this guy for a while I hadn't worked in his company, but I was kind of getting to know him and discussing his company, and it was about marketing short-term leases, which is vacation rentals. And I actually ended up getting the job, but then he kind of just like disappeared on me.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened to that. But then I've got 2 more jobs, which is one was the Taco Bell Taste Panel Specialist,
cool.
Which is really cool. I really like that job. I mean, you go in, I'm a Taco Bell corporate employee, so I get to use like all their amenities and all that good stuff. But my job is awesome. I get to eat and articulate my tastes, like what I taste, and it's kind of cool to see that there's an actual science behind food tasting.
Cool.
So I'm doing that. And then also Postmates. I just started Postmates, which is a delivery company, and basically you can order anything you want, have it delivered to you within the hour.
Cool.
I've done that for about a week and a half now. This is the phone I got, and this is
It's kind of like Uber for restaurant delivery.
It's like Uber for delivery, period. Most of it is restaurant and food. It could be shopping. It could be, Christmas is coming up. If you need the last minute, you don't want to go stand in the lines, just have us do it. We'll go get it for you. Okay. You know what I mean? We'll go to Walmart, we'll go to Toys R Us, whatever. You can even buy, Apple computers, anything. So it's delivery, but yeah, mainly it's food. And what's cool is that both this job, Postmates, and the Taco Bell are very unique, and they allow me to, Taco Bell is only once a week for 4 hours, so that's really not a big time in my schedule. But this one, Postmates, I get a schedule. I actually get to choose my schedule, choose my hours, and work when I want.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like a mission. You go out, buy it, and then you deliver it. And given I've been doing it for a while now, because I've been scheduling really long hours, I've kind of found a method to try to, as you say, do less work and make the most, I don't know if it's profit or maximize or optimize my value and my income. So I'm kind of working through the process of that. So it's been a journey. I do have the stable income. I still do have real estate. I've only had a couple deals since the beginning of this. I've got another deal closing probably after Thanksgiving. I don't know. That's probably going to be maybe $2,000-3,000.
Okay.
So as far as hitting the 6K mark, I didn't, but I've made progress in the sense of I have more stable income. Not to mention, I remember now, one of the biggest things was to become debt free. And although I'm not debt free, I don't have any interest debt. I have a private loan from my parents, which is, you know, really taking a big like weight off, you know, and I'm going through my timeshare. I've hired an attorney to help me rescind my contract, get out of that. And those were kind of the big things, because that's what I was thinking about a lot, was debt. Now, and what I've learned is, now that I'm not thinking about debt, I'm thinking of how I can earn money. And because I was able to do that, I'm starting to earn money. And what's cool about Postmates is they pay me on a daily basis.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of cool. So it's kind of cool just to have, I mean, you know, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks a day. Some days are 100. You know, I think my most was like 200 in a day.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, and it's fun. It's
too.
cool. But now I'm also feeling like, ooh, I want to do something more meaningful, more fulfilling.
Okay. Cool.
So, we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But yeah, it's been a cool journey, and you know, I've had your help, and I've pleasure working with you, brother.
Of course, man.
And how about you, Chris? What about you?
Let's recap your story real quick. So it seems like you've had like this period of time, you've had 5 jobs. One is your real estate.
Yep.
Another one is your telemarketing.
Yep.
Another one is your what is that? Eat, Love, Stay.
Eat, Love, Stay.
And then 4th is the Taco Bell.
Yep.
And 5 is the Postmates.
Yes.
That's pretty good, man. And you made, you know, I remember one time you made like 4K in a month doing your real estate. But of course, it's, you know, like 1 month you have a lot, 1 month you don't. One month you have a lot.
Varies.
That's pretty good. So you can still make the 6K, and you do have like stable income coming in.
Sure.
So Postmates is a really stable thing. It's kind of like, as long as you do the work, you will have income whenever you want.
Absolutely.
And you have like a really freedom. You've hit everything you want. If you have a lot of freedom and you have stability, Postmates might be not like a 50,000 year job, but it's stable, right?
It's stable.
It's as stable as can be. So I think you've done everything you set out to do.
Right.
And then the next step for you want fulfilling, more meaningful.
Right. That's going to be the next step. More aliveness, so to speak. Because before I was just trying to survive. Now I would like to thrive.
That's great.
So that's kind of, you know what I mean? Because when you're in debt and that's all you can think, it's very, very hard to shift out of that mindset. And then once you're out, then it's like, okay, now I need some income. Okay, now I got the income. All right, great. And I think that's where a lot of people get. They you know, you go to school and then you get income and then you get a job, right? And then you need that income, and then we kind of stay there. Maybe you climb the corporate ladder. But a lot of times people don't get that fulfillment or that meaningfulness into their lives because they have to, you know, secure that that base pay, right? That's going to take, and that's where a lot of people, I feel like they give up on their dreams, or they just maybe push them back.
I see. So I'm kind of hearing you want the fulfillment, you want freedom and stability.
Yes.
Like those 3 values are your pillars. Sounds good.
Yes, yes. All right, so that wraps up my kind of journey. How about you, Chris?
Okay, for me, definitely it was about the money. I wanted to make $6,000 a month. A month. No, $6,000 a month.
Yep.
Originally, it was actually going to be $5,000.
Right.
But we bumped it to 6 because 6. Bridget said that 6 is a lucky number.
Yeah, 6 is a money number.
6 is a money number. If we kept it at 5, I would have made it.
Right.
You know, I actually have the numbers here. I made $5,046 this month. Some exceptions are I still have to invoice some clients, and but on the other hand, the month isn't over yet. There's still like 5 more days, and I could potentially make more money the last week.
Right, and I think another one of your things was to, because you said that every time you make a lot of money, there's some sort of cost, right, to it?
Yeah, you know, I'm actually still stressed out though. In terms of the stress, I'm very stressed out right now. Last week I lost my wallet.
Right.
My room was a mess. I'm now just starting to get my act together. I think this month I was juggling 3 clients at the same time, and then I have a bunch of name paintings on back order that I still need to do, and I'm kind of late to a lot of stuff. I'm not on a good relationship with my parents right now, just because I've been so busy. I haven't been able to help out around the house, or spend time with my parents. Spending time with my friends kind of minimally. I'm not in like the best shape. I'm looking pretty tired right now. So yeah, I got the money, but I did sacrifice some other things. But hey, you know what? That's cool. That's what happened. I think next month I can still try to go for. Before I was trying to figure out how can I add more jobs to make more money.
Right.
And then now it's like, okay, now that it's there, how can I make my days more relaxing and more, stress-free?
Right.
Now, what I was thinking was, you know how like what bodybuilders do is they go to the gym and they first bulk up,
Right.
They first get a lot of mass on them, and then afterwards they get ripped and they shed a lot of the weight off.
Right.
I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. It's kind of hard to do both at the same time,
Right.
even though it's possible. But I'll try to do that. Like now that I know I can make $5,000 in a month.
Yep.
What can I do now to making those $5,000 take less time?
Right.
What can I do to make it so I can still spend time with my family and friends?
Right.
I think this was like the most I've ever made in a month. I think before 2 months ago I actually made 4K. Kind of just like you. And so this was a huge jump for me. To break it down, I made $1,271 doing the name paintings, $450 on parties, another $800 on like the online sales. For theme parks, on black and white sketches did $375. On color sketches I did $700, and on full renderings I did $2,700, with almost 4K on theme park freelance work alone.
Wow.
And I think I want to do more. I think one thing that I kind of held myself back is these large scale item renderings, that cost $900 each to some companies. At first I was thinking like, man, like that's such a huge burden, responsibility. I don't think I can handle it.
Right.
I've never taken on 3 of them at the same time. I was judging 3 clients. I didn't think I can do it. I was panicking. I was like, I can't do it, man, dude. I'm so stressed out. I don't know if this is gonna work out. But in the end, the clients, they like my work. And I think now that I have more confidence, I can do it without stressing out as much.
Right.
And I can do more work and.
So you can focus more on the renderings and actually make more money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But how does that affect you on the time, though, and the stress?
I think I will be less stressed out.
Okay.
Because if I were to do like 10 sketches versus 1 rendering, I might make the same amount of money. But to do 10 different ideas and revise them and whatever, it takes a lot of mental energy. Whereas just doing 1 rendering, usually it's easier. It depends on the clients though, but
Okay, cool. And I also like your do less. You're also changing the how you said originally you were doing 15 an hour.
Name paintings,
your name paintings.
In terms of name paintings, so I do these parties and I charge about like $125 an hour, and I do 15 name paintings in that hour, and a lot of my clients, they love the service. What's really bad for me is that I can do 15 paintings in an hour for maybe like 2 hours, but on hour 3, hour 4, I just get really tired. You know why I was particularly tired? Usually, when I was just doing name paintings and not the theme park work, I might work only like 3 days, a week, 2-3 days a week.
Oh, right.
And then I go into the party, I'm fresh, I have a lot of energy.
Right.
But if I'm working 5 days on theme park work and then I do the parties, I'm working way overtime.
I know exactly.
And my energy is depleted. So I need to find a way to make this, not scalable, but sustainable. Right now, my business model is not sustainable because it's working myself too hard. I need to find a way so I'm not pushing myself to the point where I'm like dying. I was dying this weekend.
I know exactly what you're. So you're gonna change it to 10, right? 10 per
10,
hour.
10, and I can do that in my sleep. Well, not in my sleep, but like
that's very simple for
10 out of compared to 50. That's only 60%.
Yeah.
And that is something I'm a lot more comfortable with.
Right.
And
it's better.
It's still a reasonable price. They're still getting like 50% off retail.
And that's really good. I like how you bring that up, because anybody that does anything for too long, like I noticed this too with Postmates, when I scheduled myself for, multiply, I would, on Saturday I did 9 to 3, and then from like 5 to midnight. So it was like and it's just driving. You think, oh, driving's pretty easy. It gets tiring after a while. Think about if you've ever driven to Vegas or something, like that 4-hour drive is very, very tiring. Imagine doing that, going to Vegas, and then coming back on the same day.
Dude, I hate driving, man. I hate driving so much.
That's a long ride, but it's draining. I didn't realize how...
emotionally?
Mentally, mentally, emotionally, just like... Physically, I'm okay, but like just that, like, oh man, I'm in the car, I'm going here. It takes a toll on you. It does. Okay, so... I think ultimately you also did get you could technically reach the 6K if you wanted to. You got 5 days left if you wanted to.
5 days left, yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to work through Thanksgiving, you could if you chose to.
Yeah.
Right? So I'd say that's pretty good. And you've also learned to, I think you've evolved in the sense that you're not as hard on yourself as before.
Right.
Before
You're very much harder, really rigid thinking.
Right. And now you're more just kind of go with the flow.
Just
do your thing.
Video. Like now these videos are a lot shittier than not shittier, but before they were really like a lot of production quality. I'm doing all these like layouts and whatever. Now I'm just like fuck whatever. Just do the video.
Just do it.
Whatever. Just
get it
finish.
done.
Get it done.
Right. Get it done, move forward,
and
that's the way it goes.
Whatever.
Yeah, and that's I think that's a big step. Especially
Yeah, dude, I've changed so much. Yeah, thanks to you. Like it's because I think a lot of the friends you hang around in college or whatever, they're like, oh, gotta get more work, schedule more time, and then you're kind of on the other spectrum where you're about like freedom, and stability, and just being like. I feel like you're really forgiving too. You're just chill with yourself, and I think it's rubbed off on me. It kind of balances out this like type A person with this more like chill kind of personality. So I'm able to like be happier.
Right, and that's that's very important. And same thing for me. I learned a lot from you. You're the type of person to actually, when you commit to doing something, actually do it, and that's something that the negative to being too chill or too relaxed. It's like you don't do it. It's like, oh yeah, I want to do that, but I'm just gonna sit here, But, right?
I made you do a 20-week project.
Yeah. So now it's like I have to like these every week I go, and that's also when I did my Project Gratitude, which I'm still doing.
Dude, yes.
That's oh man, it's tough, but I enjoy the consistency of doing it. Even though I'm not doing it as like once I started Postmates, it's been really hard to consistently do it, but I'm continuing, and I will finish it. I lost my camera charger, so my camera doesn't work.
Oh, you can get another one at
I'm just gonna get another one.
$10.
Amazon it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, morning rituals, I do that a lot now.
Do you?
Every day, dude. I'm on day 43 actually.
Nice.
Every morning I dance for a minute, and then I do theme park illustration. It's called the 100-day challenge.
Oh, cool.
And it just keeps me sane because every morning I face the decision: do I want to work out first? Do I want to draw first? Do I want to eat breakfast first? And then because I have a morning ritual, I don't have to like make those decisions. It's just automatic.
Got it.
And it makes me feel grounded.
Nice.
And that was something we discussed, I think like week 7 or something.
Yes. Morning rituals was and the thing is, to do them slowly. Don't do anything too. I think my experience with that was I try to do too much. Like I got this. I think if you, like you said, dance for a minute, I think that's a great one. One for me is drink a 6-ounce glass of water. That's kind of what I do every morning. I'm like, okay, as soon as I get up, get a glass of water, drink it, and then start the day.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to add?
think that's it. Round of applause for ourselves.
Yay, high five. Thank
Alright.
you guys for watching. This is the finale for Project Life Coach 6K Payday. This was season 2.
Uh-huh.
I think